friends, this is Janelle from Crowded Table Farmstead, and today we are going to be making some homemade whipped body butter. I've been making my own body butter for about 3 years. It's so much cheaper. It's so nice to know what is in the body butter so that you know what goes on your skin, because that's really important. Anything you put on your skin is absorbed into your bloodstream, and we just want to make sure that what we're putting on our skin is safe for us and for our family. So we all use this body butter, even my kids, and I went to dive into it the other day and we're scraping the bottom of the barrel. So if you're interested to see how I make this, stay tuned. So I started making my own body butter probably 3-ish years ago. It's just so much cheaper, and then also you know what's going into your body butter. There's not a lot of preservatives and extra junk inside there. So mine literally consists of cocoa butter, coconut oil, and shea butter. And I've got them all cut up already here. It's just a half a cup of each. So I've got my pan on here. I'm just gonna turn it on low, maybe medium, to get it melted. So I've got my... All right, fussy baby got the best of me here. So I just put all my oils in my pan. I put the cocoa butter in first because that one takes the longest to melt. So half cup cocoa butter, half cup shea butter, and a half cup of coconut oil. I buy my coconut oil in bulk at Costco. They seem to have the best price. Just melted them all down. I do have a recipe for this that you can print out at crowdedtablefarmstead.com. I'll link it in the comments below. So there are our butters slowly melting down. It really doesn't take too long to get these melted down nicely. This is so much cheaper than buying your own whipped body butter. Just your average body butter that you can get in a tub about this size is like $20, $25. That's crazy. I can make, let's see, I bought my butters off Amazon probably 3 years ago, and you know, this tub will last me like 6 months to a year depending on the season. And I've been able to make, this will be my 4th tub, and I still have at least 2 tubs left worth of ingredients. So it's really worth the investment to get those butters up front. You can make all sorts of things with them, like soap, you know, different salves, face cream. There's a lot of different things that you can make, lotion bars. So all those butters are really versatile if you go ahead and make the investment. Okay, so our butters are melted down, and I'm just gonna stick this pot straight in the freezer for about 10 minutes. You want your oils to firm up just a little bit. You wanted to melt them down so that they're all mixed up together, but then you want to firm them up a little bit before you start to whip them. So they'll still be kind of liquid in the middle, but you'll kind of see that the edges kind of start to turn white and harden up, and that's when you'll know it's time to whip. So about 10 minutes in the freezer, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I pulled our oils out of the freezer, and you can kind of see that they're starting to solidify again. Not quite all the way solid, but not quite all the way liquidy, and that's what we're looking for before we stick it in our mixer to whip up. Okay, so it's all in there. And now I'm just going to start whipping it. It's gonna whip for 10 whole minutes, and it really does need all 10 minutes. So I'll kind of show you what it looks like at each of the stages. So about halfway through, I'm gonna put in some essential oils. This time I'm doing orange. Apparently there's a concert behind me. I'm doing more of a citrusy oil this time. Last time I did like clove and cinnamon and nutmeg, which is really awesome for like for winter, but I think this is gonna kind of run me into summer, so I'm doing more of an orange citrusy vibe this time, which I think will smell really yummy with like the chocolate of the cocoa butter, like chocolate covered oranges. Yum. So you really need a lot to get this scented well. 20 to 30 drops of essential oil for this amount. And then we'll just keep stirring. I think we're gonna call that good. It is nice and whipped. And you can see it holds together really nicely like a good body butter should. And it'll firm up a little more than this once it sits and gets completely cooled. But you can see it got nice and white and opaque. And doesn't that look so creamy and awesome? I cannot wait to have a fresh batch of this. So what I'm just gonna do is take and put it into a jar and keep it on my bathroom counter. Okay, our body butter is all done, and I've just put it in this little container. It's not gonna really show the creaminess of it, but full container, and this will last me about 6 to 12 months. And it's just 3 ingredients, a little essential oil, and we love it. It saves us a ton of money and helps us keep clean things on our skin, especially in these winter months. All my kids have such dry skin, and it's nice to have this luxurious body butter to help them with that. So it's bath night tonight, and we're gonna try it out. And I know I did something right making this body butter, because my daughter just came by and asked what this was, and I said it was lotion, and she goes, "It looks like butter." Body butter. Awesome. Success. So like I said before, this body butter is really versatile. You can change it up many ways. You can use different butters, you can use jojoba oil, you can throw some there's mango butter you can use. Sometimes people need to use that if they're allergic to the cocoa butter nut for whatever reason. If you find it too greasy, you can throw a little bit of arrowroot powder in, maybe a teaspoon, and that seems to help make it absorb a little faster on your skin. I don't really mind it. I tend to have really dry skin in the winter, and I like that it kind of gives me a good coating before bed, and I don't find that it really leaves me greasy. I just put whatever was left on the whisk all over my arms before I put it in the sink, and it's absorbed already and feels awesome. So I don't really mind it. Another thing, if you wanted to make, if it was too soft and you wanted more of like a hard lotion bar more to dip out of your tub, you would just add a little more of the cocoa butter and a little less of the shea butter and the coconut oil. The cocoa butter is the one that is more of a hard, kind of feels, it's almost like Parmesan cheese is kind of what it reminds me of as I'm chopping it up. So it's a little harder, and then the cocoa butter is a little more hard, and then the shea butter is more soft, like a paste of some sort, but it does still hold together. So all that to say, if you want a little harder lotion, just add more cocoa butter. But generally, that half cup of each cocoa butter, coconut oil, and shea butter is just perfect for what I need. You really do need to whip it that entire time. I actually whipped mine, I think, for 15 minutes. So if at the end of 10 minutes it's not quite the consistency you want, just keep it on going and until you get that nice creamy white butter. So thank you so much for joining me today. It was really fun making this body butter with you. I hope you will let me know if you try it in your own home for your own family. Let me know if you use a different type of essential oil, a different scent, a different butter. There's lots of different ways that you could sort of change it up to to make it work for you. So if you like this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing to my channel for more DIYs and cooking tutorials, and bring you along on the process of building our backyard farm. Until next time, thank you for stopping by our crowded table.